All right, we'll give everybody a minute to check on and then we'll get started. Yes. All right, we'll go ahead and get started. Hopefully people will jump back on. Everybody's here, yeah? Anjo. Bunyam. Girl. Chariot. Samnamge. Gunye. Okay, so we're going to do something weird. We're going to do knee touches just to warm up. So let's running crazy things. So we're going to try. So you're going to take one hand, your right hand, touch your left knee, and then go opposite. So go back and forth. Just to warm up and start moving just a little bit today. Okay, now we're going to try to help get all the way to our feet. Keep going. Okay, so we're going to keep our knees up, but we're going to touch our shoulders. So shoulder to shoulder. Zelda says good morning. Okay, then we're going to reach up to the sky. So we're going to try this. So opposite hand, opposite leg. You know this one's hard. Okay, now we're going to just kick our butt. Okay, and we're going to touch our feet back here. Okay, go ahead, arms circle forward. Arms circle backwards. Okay, feet out, touch the middle. Touch your left leg. Touch your right leg. Touch the middle. Touch your feet bigger. Touch your left leg. Touch your right leg. Back to the center. Walk your feet out as far as you can go. And sit back. Okay, because we got a little bit of the late start, since we're sitting here, I'm just going to go ahead and move into class and not do too much stretching. Okay, so we haven't worked on back falls in a while, so we're going to start working on those. And we're going to work on side falls, and then for the last little bit of class, we're gonna bring Mr. Hanson in, and he's gonna help us work on grabs, so grabbing wrists and stuff like that. Okay, so to start, so remember our roly polies. We'll start easy, and then we'll kind of.
You're really close to the brick.
Oh yeah, don't want to hit my head on the brick. Okay, well, so we're gonna work on our back falls. So remember, when we're doing our back falls in our roly polies or on in our squat, okay, we want to tuck our chin. We want to tuck our chin down to our chest, because when we fall backwards, we don't want to hit our head. So I'm going to tell a little bit of a story as to why we practice our falls. So I was doing my physical therapy for my knee this week, and I tripped and I fell. And instead of hitting my head, I did a really nice back fall, and I didn't hurt myself with that, or at all, really. So that's why we practice our back falls and our side falls and stuff, so that when we fall, that we know how to fall and we don't hurt ourselves. So we don't hurt our hands or our feet, we just go with the fall, okay? So this is why we practice this stuff, to keep us from getting hurt. Okay, so starting with our back falls. Okay, so we're going to remember, we're going to tuck our chin, we're going to roll backwards, and we're going to stop, and we're going to come back up. And one more time, we're going to roll backwards, we're going to stop, we're going to come on up. Pretty easy, right? One more time, we're going to roll backwards, we're going to stop, we're going to come on up. Actually, let's do 10 of those. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so keep in mind, you can practice these anywhere. Even on the hard floors, you can practice. And you kind of want to try to practice it a little bit once you get used to the falls, because then it gets you used to falling on anything. Okay? All right. So now, we got that easy part. So now, we're going to see if Michael do this today. Yay. Okay, so we're going to squat down. All right, so we're going to go into our squat. Okay? So remember, in our squat, it's the same idea. Okay? We're going to cross our arms. We're going to tuck our chin. We're going to roll backwards. And we're going to squat. Okay? Zelda wants to roll too. Zelda, go. Zelda, go. Thank you. Okay? One more time. We're going to, because we got to add that figure 4 to our back fall. Okay? So we're going to cross our arms. We're going to tuck our chin. We're going to roll backwards. And we're going to slap. All right. This time, I'm going to make it harder. Okay? We're going to add that figure 4. So we're going to make the number 4 with our legs. And we're going to come up on our knee. Okay? So we'll do this step by step. Okay, so we're going to go into our frog. Okay, we're going to cross our arms. We're going to tuck our chin. So we're lifting at our toes. We're going to roll backwards. And we're going to flap. But we're going to freeze right here. Okay, we're going to take this foot, which is my right foot, and we're going to pin it to the back of my left leg. Okay, my left leg is straight. My toes are, the bottom of my foot facing the ceiling, and I'm going to roll up. So now I've got a number 4. I know it's kind of hard to see. Okay, from there, if you have to use one of your hands, the other hand is going to come up by your head. So if you need help to help yourself up, don't do this, because then my face isn't protected. We're going to come up here, and we're going to push. Okay? If you can do that without your hand, so I'll go back to my figure 4. If you can do both hands, okay, obviously my legs don't do that right now, okay? But you're going to come up, just just like that. Okay? So we'll go back to our squat. Okay? So we're going to cross our arms. We're going to tuck our chin. We're going to roll backwards and split. Make your number 4. Come all the way up. So if you look, even though I used my hand a little bit, by the time I got all the way up, I'm protecting my head. Just in case it's a bad person that that pushed me down. Okay? So I'm always here, my hands are always up protecting myself. Okay? One more time. We're gonna go into our squat. Okay, cross your arms, tuck your chin, roll back, root flat. Up, there's my number 4. Coming all the way up. Okay, so we'll do 2 more. So we'll do 2 more with you. And if the squat is hard, go back to your roly-poly. So if the frog is hard, go back to the roly-poly. Roll back, roll flat. Come up.
Might want to move forward again.
All right. Okay, one more time. Cross your arms. Tuck your chin. Roll back with flat. Come all the way up. Okay, pretty easy. All right, so now we're going to do our side fall. We'll practice both sides. Okay. The easiest way to start practicing it is to start with your legs out straight. Zelda is really helpful today.
Well, she thinks so.
Okay, so facing this way, just because I'm at the edge of the mat here, facing this way, I'm going to fall sideways. So I'm always going to be falling, for me, I'm always going to be falling to my fireplace, towards the fireplace. So here's how this works. I'm going to bend my left leg. Okay? I'm going to take my left hand, I'm going to put it out straight. Because part of what I see when we practice these side falls, that everybody likes to put their arm up by their head. That's really bad for your shoulder when you fall over sideways, so I'll do it this way. And then we can't see that either. Okay? We do really bad things to our shoulder if we fall sideways with our hand up by our head. So we're gonna bend our knee. We're gonna stick our hand out straight in front of us, just like our leg. Because when we fall sideways, okay, we're gonna slap. Okay? Pretty easy, right? So we're gonna do that again. Okay? So we're gonna stick this out. So we're gonna stick our hand out in front of us. Okay? We're gonna fall sideways and we're gonna slap. Okay, so when you're, I don't know. Okay? So if you're interested, you can do it from a squat too. My knees just don't want to do that today. Okay? Want to show it from a squat? Okay, so if you look, Mr. Hansen's going to squat down. Okay, he's going to stick that right leg out. Okay, same fall sideways. Okay, so that's how it looks from the squat. So you can either do it from the sitting, which is easier, or you can do it from that squatting position, which is harder because you have to be able to balance more. Okay, so we're going to add the figure 4 to it. So we're going to fall sideways. We're going to slap. So that straight leg, the one that's on the floor, it's going to bend. The one that's bent, we're going to make it straight. Okay, and we're going to come up all the way up on that knee again. Okay, so back to your sitting position. Our left leg's bent, our right leg's straight. Fall sideways and flat. Okay, so we're going to bend our bottom leg, bend the leg that's on the floor, straighten out the top leg, come all the way up. That's our figure 4. Okay, we'll do one more of this. And again, if you can, practice this from your squatting position. My legs just aren't doing that today. So, If you can, practice it. It's better to practice the way Mr. Hansen was doing it. Because it gets you higher up. It gets you used to falling from higher and higher and higher. Okay, so we're gonna go one more time. We're gonna fall to our right, go sideways and flat. We're gonna bend that bottom leg, straighten up top, come all the way up. Okay, now we gotta practice both sides. So just to make things even, I'm just gonna turn myself around, so I'm still gonna fall towards the fireplace. This time, I'm gonna bend my right leg. So I'm gonna get my right leg ahead. Okay, and it works the same way. So whichever way you're falling, okay, that leg is straight. So now I'm falling to my left, okay, so I'm falling on my left side, so my left leg's gonna start up straight. Whether I'm in a squatting position or a sitting position. Because the same thing goes when you're standing. We'll do the standing one in just a minute. Okay, so we're going to take ourselves this way, towards the left. We're going to fall sideways, and we're going to flap. Okay, we won't add the figure 4 for a minute. Okay, we're going to come back up. One more time, fall sideways, and flap. Okay, one more time. I really want you to get used to sticking that hand out straight so it's down by your leg, not up by your ear. Okay, one more time. So our hands up straight. We're going to fall sideways and flap. Okay, now this time we're going to bend that knee. Okay, we're going to bend the left leg, the one that's on the floor. We're going to straighten the one that's in the air. Come all the way up on our knee. Okay, one more time. Okay, bend that left leg. Fall sideways. Flap. Okay, bend your left leg. Straighten your right leg. Come all the way up. And the more and more you get used to doing this, the more and more natural and easy it will be to do this. Okay? One more time. Grab that left leg. Fall sideways. Flat. Sorry. I did it backwards. Sorry. Your left leg should have been straight. So now we're going to bend the left leg. Right leg goes straight. And come up. Really quick because I want to do some of the releases. We'll go over, and this is more for my double strikes. Mr. Hansen, adjust the camera. Now you can see my head on Facebook. All right, so going over the standing stuff, this is more for my double strikes. The idea on the standing one is it works exactly the same way as you would sitting down. Okay, we're just practicing it from higher up. So on my back fall, again, well, now I do have to walk forward, not to hit my head on the fireplace. Okay, but this time we're going to let our knees melt. Like ice cream or ice, you know, if something cold gets hot, it melts. And that's what our knees are going to do. So we're crossing our arms, we're melt, 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 melt. Roll backwards and flap. Come all the way up. Okay, one more time from that standing position. Okay, cross your arms. And I know Facebook can't see my head, but what's it right now? But you can. Bend those knees. Melt, melt, melt. Backwards and flap. Okay, from the sideways one. From the side fall. Okay, same idea. My straight leg, or the foot that I'm stepping forward with, is going to be the direction I fall. So if I'm falling to the right side, my right leg's going to be forward. I'm going to let my knee melt, melt, melt. Fall sideways. If you look, my leg on the floor already bent. My top leg, my left leg went straight. And I'm coming up. Same thing on that other side. Okay, so now I'm going to step forward with my left foot. My knee's going to melt, 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 melt. Fall sideways. Coming all the way up to my knee. Okay, so feel free to practice all of those. All right, now I need Mr. Hansen. Because we don't have a lot of time and I want to do a couple of these grabs. Mr. Hansen's a good one to practice this one with because he, at least for me, and you can pair, like if you're working with your mom or dad, Your mom or dad can grab your hand. So, or your brother or sister if you got an older brother or sister. Find somebody to practice this with. They won't grab you as hard. Mr. Hanson will grab me hard because he doesn't care. Because he wants, and I say that because not that he doesn't care, but he cares enough to make me learn how to do it right so that I can protect myself later. Okay? So he's going to grab my wrist. Okay? Look how hard he's grabbing. Okay, so one not good thing to do is pull. I mean, even if he was being nice, so even if he let go just a little bit, he's still stronger than I am by a lot. Okay? So just pulling like this it's gonna make him mad. And then he's gonna pull me in, he's gonna punch me, or he's gonna pull me in and knee me, or he's gonna pull me in and hug me and grab me. See, he's not nice. Okay? So that's why he wants me to do it right. Okay, so there's two grabs that we're gonna practice really quick. Okay, so the first one is the straight across. So helpers, it means you're grabbing like
Left to right.
the left to right. Okay? So here's what I'm going to do. Part of what has to happen is I have to distract. Okay? I distract somebody by kicking their knee. Okay? By stomping on their foot. Okay? That's how I distract him, because if I distract him, he may not let go, but he's going to loosen up because, oh, you just stepped on my foot. Okay? Or you just kicked my knee. Or my groin. Okay? All applicable, all things we can use. So I have you guys stomp on his toe. And then, very important, I've got a window I can climb out of where his fingers and his thumbs don't quite touch. Okay? I've also got a wall. The wall, trying to get out of the wall, it helps him. It doesn't work. So we want to climb out that window. So we're going to stomp, step backwards, and pull down. So I got out my window. Say again.
I want you guys to watch her thumb. That's going to tell you which way her hand is pointed. Okay? If it's pointed up and she goes down, she goes into my fingers. It's just like a wall. When she turns, it forces my hand to turn. Now that little gap is down. Okay?
Okay? So watch again. Stomp, turn. Look at where my thumb is. Now I'm doing a thumbs up, going down. Step backwards and pull. So fast looks like this. Oh, other big rule, don't hand them your hand. It's a bad practice to get into. Wait for them to grab you. Okay, so fast. Works just like that. Notice I'm not pulling backwards against him. Okay? So he's gonna grab across. So right hand to right hand. Okay, this is a little, not terribly different, but a little bit different, because now I can't go straight down because I'm going against this wall. Look at where my thumb is pointing now. So if you look, now I'm doing a thumbs up. Okay, and now the window to climb out of is in a different place. So now, same stomp. Okay, so we're stomping on his toes, stomping on his toes. Very important, because he's bigger than I am, is that step back. If I try to do it here, I'm not getting, he's pulling me forward. Okay, very important is that step back. So we're gonna stomp, step back. And this time I'm throwing something behind me. Okay, so I'm throwing a ball or whatever. Okay, and I could go down, but not really. Because I can't get my thumb, I can't get my hand turned to get my thumb the way I need it to go to break out of the window. So I need to break out of the window a different way. Okay? So one more time. Stomp, step backwards, and this time if he's grabbing me, same hand, pull across. Okay? So those are the two I want you to work on, and make sure you practice both sides. Since we got a minute, I'll do one more. Okay, so he's gonna grab my shirt with one hand. How do we get out of this? Yeah, how do we get out of this? Again, uh-oh. Okay, so things I like to do, knock on his hand. Okay, he's not gonna let go, but it's kind of like a foot stomp. It makes him kind of loosen things up, and then I'm gonna grab a thumb Or if I can find, like he's got his pinkies buried in my shirt, so I can't grab his pinky, but you can grab any kind of finger you can get a hold of and bend it backwards. And keep bending it backwards. Okay? Like a bike handle, like a motorcycle. Okay? So that's how you're going to try to get out of that one. Okay? So we got this one again. So again, part of it is that stomp. So I want to stomp. That's a distraction. I want you to start pounding on their hand, okay? Be a little bit nice on this one. You're practicing with your brother or sister. Please. I don't want to get in trouble. Okay, you're going to grab something, and he's going to resist a little bit. Okay? But you're going to keep pulling. And eventually he's going to let go. Okay? It's called lift. So those are the three I want you to practice. Straight across, diagonal, and that grab, and that choke. All right. Sorry about getting class started a little bit late. I'll back up a little bit for Facebook now. Sorry about getting class started a little bit late. So we have instituted the punch cards. I hope you guys saw that on Facebook. And I know for the littles, we're not quite in class yet, but the punch cards will still apply. We're doing 4 punches for $30, and if you have more than one family member, each additional punch card is $10. So say you had 3 people in class, then it would be $50, and that's 1 time a week if you're going to class 1 time a week. If you go to class 2 times a week in the park, the punch card is $55, and then every family member after that is 10. So like if you had 3, that would be $75 for a total of 3 people. And that's usually if you're in the park twice a week, that's the card that you would buy. And everybody has to have a card to work out in the park, so that we know you're working out. Plus we have these live online classes still for everybody if you can't make the in the park classes. For the littles, we're still working on the details as far as days and times and such for the classes. Hopefully we'll have those details worked out so we can get started in the next week or 2, not this week, maybe the next week, or maybe we'll just start in August. We haven't decided yet, but hopefully in the next week or 2, we'll have more information about the littles getting to work with us in the park. Do keep in mind, though, we are requiring masks, and I know the mandate calls that 9-year-olds and up do not, or 9-year-olds and down do not have to wear masks, but we're even making our littles wear masks just for you guys' protection, and we'll also require parents to be in class with their students. So just so you know, that's the stuff that's coming up. But we will continue to do the online classes for as long as necessary. If you can't make the in-park classes or don't feel safe doing the in-the-park classes yet. All right, everybody cheer. Woo, sorry, everybody cheer yet. Anjo. Munyam. Brew. Cheer yet. Sabanu. A. Kunye. Taekwondo. Raise your right hand because they always forget to do this part. I shall observe the tenets of Taekwondo. I shall respect my instructors and seniors. I shall never misuse Taekwondo. I will be a champion of freedom and justice. I will help build a more peaceful world. Tenets: courtesy, integrity, perseverance, self-control, indomitable spirit. Chariot, Samnunge, Kunin, Taekwondo. Isa, come up to me. We'll see you guys next week.